I'm going to Merrimack, New Hampshire for a town hall meeting with John McCain at the Veterans of Foreign Wars post. In New Hampshire, he's the candidate with the momentum right now. He's the one who has risen in the polls. He's all of a sudden got a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz about his campaign, and he seems more energized. There are more people turning out to his events.
We're at capacity right now, which is always a good problem to have when you have a room for 400 people.
He's pulled from way down to within a few points. He's sort of on a roll at the moment.
Hey, how are you? It's good to see you.
Folks that I talk to say it looks like a two-person race in New Hampshire on the Republican side, McCain and Romney.
Thank you for coming by today. It's great to see you on this balmy Arizona day.
What's really interesting in this race is Republicans in general and conservatives in particular have spent the last year desperately seeking Ronald Reagan.
Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you very much.
Bush really let them down in a lot of ways. And so that has really heightened the desire to find somebody who's truly conservative.
I would like to ask your indulgence for a few minutes, and I promise to make my opening remarks very short because I know what you want, and that is to have the chance to ask me questions or occasional comment or occasional insult. So,
one of the reasons I think John McCain's doing so well in New Hampshire is that he's made for this type of campaigning. He's a fantastic retail politics campaigner, getting into a room and energizing the room.
By the way, after I lost to President Bush in South Carolina, I slept like a baby. Sleep 2 hours, wake up and cry. Sleep 2 hours. My friends, I'm running for President of the United States because I believe we face the transcendent challenge of radical Islamic extremism. We're in two wars, and we're in a long war. It's ideological, it's diplomatic, it's intelligence, and it's military. We will win, and we will never surrender, and they will. But it requires leadership. Could I talk to you about Iraq? The fact is that young Americans are in harm's way as we speak, and they are doing a magnificent job.
If you look in the Republican field, all of the candidates except Ron Paul support the war in Iraq. So what makes McCain different from those candidates?
I'm the only one that's running that saw that the Rumsfeld strategy was doomed to failure. I condemned it. I had said I had no confidence in the Secretary of Defense. I was criticized by Republicans for being disloyal. I think you know where my loyalty lies.
He's got a pretty powerful record, actually, of opposing Bush on the details of the war while supporting the war in general.
But the point is, we are now succeeding in Iraq. We are now succeeding. We now have the Iraqi military taking over more of the responsibilities. There are quiet areas in Iraq. There is significant success.
He's earned the respect of Republicans who believe we have to win the war in Iraq and that he knows how to do that.
Good afternoon. I've never had the opportunity, but I personally want to thank you for the sacrifices you gave, not only as a pilot, as a prisoner of war, but a senator, but the sacrifices you gave to our country. And I wanted to personally thank you for that.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for serving. Thank you for your kind words. I would remind you it doesn't take a lot of talent to get shot down. I was able to intercept a surface-to-air missile with my own airplane, which is no mean feat.
Senator McCain, I have one question for you. Why are you willing to give amnesty to illegal immigrants?
I'm not.
Not?
No.
I was informed that you were.
You were misinformed.
If he loses this nomination, it's going to be about immigration. That issue came up this year and angered a lot of Republicans. And it's twofold. It's national security, and it's an economic issue. They want their jobs protected.
I will say one other thing that we should know in this debate, my friends, and some people may not agree, but these are God's children. They are human beings, and some of them are being very badly mistreated as we speak because they have none of the protection of our laws. We have to secure our borders. We have to have people not living in this country illegally. It's a national security issue, but we also have to address the issue as humanely and with as much compassion as we can. And I thank you. It's been a great honor. I want to thank you. I'm asking for your vote. Don't forget the words of the late Mayor Daley of Chicago, who said vote early and vote often. Thank you very much.
He had people responding positively, applauding, even at his lines on immigration, on things that he's a little weak on. He had them. It was a great event.
Thanks for serving. God bless you.
Yeah.